Alright, welcome to episode 1 of Mysterious Streams, the new movie podcast that's going to be exploring the weird, the strange, the obscure, the downright insane movies available to stream on Netflix, Crackle, Hulu, and whoever else throws their hat into the streaming arena. If you have an Xbox, we might be doing some streaming movies from the new Popcorn app that just released about a week ago. Microsoft, I think it's a Microsoft exclusive app that they're trying to do this whole streaming business. So they are. So if you want to download that, if you have an Xbox, you can do it. First of all, my name is Nicholas, and my wife will be co-hosting this podcast.
Hi.
Her name is
Mary.
Well, thank you, Mary. So this is just going to be episode 1. We're not going to review or talk about a movie yet because we want to get people to a chance to watch the movie and join the discussion. And so the basic format is going to be we're going to talk about a movie and then announce what the next week's episode movie is going to be about. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Can't wait.
So, just to get to know us a little bit, Mary, why don't you give your top 5 favorite movies of all time?
Oh, man. One has to definitely be The Outsiders. I've loved that movie since I was in high school. The other one would probably be Ponyo. I just love the animation and the storyline in that movie. It's pretty amazing.
What is the storyline in that movie?
The storyline is just this little boy, he finds a magic fish that wants to be a human so that she can stay on land instead of living with her father.
Is Ponyo a boy or a girl?
I think it's a girl. I mean, when she becomes human, she becomes a little girl, so...
I was unclear.
Well, that's because you weren't paying attention to the movie.
Japanese animation, they all kind of look like boys and girls to me.
Well, I figured a little girl since she was in a dress.
It could be something, Japanese culture, don't they wear dresses, or...
I don't think that's a dress.
Don't they wear some robes, ceremonial robes?
Yeah, but it's not a dress. There's a difference between a robe and a dress. A dress doesn't have overalls.
Alright, continue.
That's basically it. It's basically just a Japanese version of The Little Mermaid in that she's just a little girl that wants to get away from her father and be a human. And she finds a young boy to help her in that quest.
Alright, yeah.
And then, I don't know, really. I haven't really watched a movie that I don't really like, so you could really say any movie and I'm going to like it.
Wow,
So.
That's not true. You've hated tons of movies I've shown you.
I haven't hated them, I just wouldn't say that they're my favorite, I guess.
Alright, my top 3 movies of all time. Number 1, Braveheart. Number 2, Casablanca. Number 3 is definitely LA Confidential. So those are my top 3. And if you notice some audio quality problems with this podcast, hopefully I can fix them. I'm just now trying to figure out this whole podcasting thing. And so it might be a little rough around the edges for the first episode and for the first couple. So if you bear with us, hopefully it'll...
Hopefully you'll be able to figure it out and it gets better.
Hopefully it sounds better. Hopefully we can have intro music. Hopefully we can have audio...
Calm down. Don't get ahead of yourself here.
I want audio drops. I want theme music. I want...
Do you want an outro music too?
I want outro music. I want music that plays in the middle of the episode. I want...
No, hold on. If we're going to be reviewing movies, we can't be getting distracted by music that plays in the middle.
Well, you know what? I said reviewing movies earlier, and I think I want to... That's kind of a misnomer. I think we're going to be more just discussing movies, since we won't be really talking about a lot of new movies.
Undoubtedly, us talking about the movies that we do watch is going to seg into a bunch of different topics.
Yeah, it's just going to be I would say, film discussions on just older movies. And granted, we'll give our opinions on their quality, but more of, I would say, a movie discussion show rather than a movie review show.
That sounds a little bit better than just... Hey, we just watched this movie, here's what we think. Have fun watching it, guys.
Alright, so the first movie we're going to be talking about is going to be on Netflix streaming. It is a 1954 science fiction film called Gog. Takes place in your home state, New Mexico.
Which has already vested my interest in it.
But You know they film movies in Mexico because it's really cheap.
New Mexico.
New Mexico? Well,
yes, well, and we need the tourism, too. I mean, all we really have is Roswell. That's most people...
You guys have a lot
knows.
of dirt and rocks.
Yeah.
And good meth. I've seen Breaking Bad. That's true, right?
No.
That's not based on reality?
No, I don't know what reality you live in where that's actually true.
So you're saying I can't walk around New Mexico and ask for the blue stuff and expect anything?
No, you can't expect anything. You could be expected to get arrested, maybe.
I doubt it. So the very first movie, again, is going to be Gog. It's a 1954 science fiction film directed by Herbert L. Strock. It's, it could be alright. I've never heard of it. Has a wild plot, robots, laboratories, scientists, the whole 9 yards.
Not very creative names for the characters.
What?
Gog and Magog, really?
Gog and Magog are the two main robots, and I think that's very creative. I've never heard of robots called Gog and Magog.
Well, you could have one named Gog and maybe pick something else. Let's just add 2 more letters to the beginning of this other character's name.
I disagree. They're fantastic names.
See, the Magnetic Monster and Rider to the Stars, excuse me, those are awesome names. Those are original, creative names, not Gog and Magog. It sounds like somebody's just speaking gibberish.
The Magnetic Monster and Rider to the Stars, excuse me, those are the 2 movies that the director made previous. It kind of rounds up a kind of monster trilogy that Mr. Herbert L. Stock went on in the 50s. And we'll be reviewing we'll be discussing the last of his monster trilogy, which is Gog.
And who knows, if we like this, maybe we'll actually sit down and watch the other 2.
We will not be doing that. We will actually be trying to vary up the kind of films we watch. There will be science fiction, romantic...
Well, I'm not saying, we're just going to watch these 3 and then we're just going to be done. But I do like the idea of watching, if it's like a pack... Then I do like the idea of watching the other 2.
We won't be watching the other 2. We'll be watching a variety of films from all different genres. So if you're not a fan of science fiction, stick around. Nick's film will be something different. I can promise you that.
It'll most likely be the Magnetic Monster or Rider to the Stars.
It won't be the Magnetic Monster or Rider to the Stars. It'll be something different.
Those are something different.
It is something different, but it will be something even more different.
Are we talking different genres? Different what?
Hold on, I gotta pause this. I got a cough. And we're back. I have a cold that I'm getting over, so I don't want to be too gross on the first episode and gross everyone out.
Yeah, I have nothing to say to that.
Your voice sounds great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You don't have a cough at all.
No, I'm not stricken down with the plague that you have.
You should have been the host.
I don't even know what we're doing. I'm just here. Just to watch these movies.
Alright, so I'm going to make this first episode really short. This is going to be a test. I'm going to fire it off. Oh, also, before we go, I really want to thank the website Critic's Word, and especially I want to thank the author, or creator, the webmaster himself, Clifford. I'm not going to attempt your last name. I don't want to butcher it on our first episode, but I'll just say Clifford.
We'll wait till we know you a little bit better to do that.
Yeah, we'll wait till we know you a little bit better, and then I'll feel very free to ruin your name and besmirch your heritage. No, I wouldn't do that.
Yes, I would.
Maybe. So, big thanks to Clifford for hosting our very amateur podcast. It's going to get better as time goes on, and yeah, we hope you stick around. It should be a fun ride. I should also mention, if you have any questions or if you watch the movie and have thoughts about the film, you can email me at mimekiller@gmail.com, and I will incorporate your thoughts into the next week's podcast. And yeah, I can't read. I'm functionally illiterate, but my wife can.
I will add my own inflections to your words, so just be aware of that.
She's very dramatic. She is a female, so she can read very well, and she can add drama to everything, right?
Agreed.
Oh, thank you for agreeing.
Don't get used to it.
Man. All right, so that is going to be it. Once again, if you have short-term memory loss, the name of the movie is Gog. It is going to be on Netflix, or it is on Netflix, and we'll be back next week with our thoughts.
Alright, see you guys later.
Alright, that's Mysterious Dreams, Episode 1. We'll see you next week.